Welcome to the deep dive. We've got some really interesting sources today looking at marketing channels and then this whole explosion of digital marketing.
Yeah, fascinating stuff.
So, our mission really is to dig into these, pull out the core ideals, maybe some surprising bits, and just get a clear picture of how companies deliver value and how digital has, well, changed the game without making it too dense?
Exactly. Think of it like we're charting the map the traditional roads products take, and then these new digital superhighways,
Right. From the factory floor to your door, basically.
and how that journey is being rerouted online.
Okay, let's dive into part one, marketing channels. Now, this isn't just logistics, is it? It's more about the whole interaction.
Absolutely. It's how companies link up with consumers, but also suppliers,
Hmm.
distributors, everyone involved in getting that product or service out there and making it accessible. It's about the network.
The value delivery network, the sources call it.
Mhm. And that's key. It's the company, suppliers, distributors, and customers all working together. Decisions here, they ripple through everything else in marketing.
Yeah, I can see that. Like if the channel's wrong.
Your amazing product or ad campaign won't matter much if people can't find it or get it easily.
And a big part of that is the physical side, marketing, logistics, supply chain management. Sounds technical, but it's fundamental.
It really is. It's managing that flow, physical goods, information, sometimes even services, from the starting point right to the consumer. Getting that right is delivering value.
It's surprising how much strategy goes into just warehousing and shipping.
Oh, definitely. Efficient logistics can be a massive competitive advantage. Getting things there fast, reliably, undamaged. That builds trust and loyalty.
Okay, so how are these channels actually structured? The sources talk about different levels. Let's start with the direct one, Mary Kay, Amway, examples like that.
Right, so direct channel means the producer sells straight to the consumer. No middlemen.
Cuts out the retailer, the wholesaler.
Exactly. This gives the company a lot more control over the message, the brand experience, and they often build pretty strong customer relationships that way.
And we're seeing more of that now, even with big brands going direct to consumer online.
We are, partly for control,
Yeah.
partly for the customer data. You know, that direct connection is valuable.
Then the flip side is indirect channels using intermediaries.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
probably more typical for many consumer goods. Manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to you. More steps, more partners involved.
And there are business to business channels too, right? Which might look different again.
Sure. Could be a manufacturer selling parts directly to another company that builds something else. Fewer steps, maybe?
Yep.
It all depends on the product and the final customer.
So these channel members, these intermediaries, what exactly are they doing besides just moving boxes?
Oh, a whole lot more. They're information gatherers, feeding back market intel. They handle promotion, helping to push the product.
Okay.
They find and connect with buyers. That's the contact function. They help match the product assortment to what buyers need. They
Yeah.
negotiate prices and terms.
So they're really active marketers in their own right.
Definitely. And then, of course, there's the physical distribution, the transport and storage, plus often financing. They might extend credit or handle payments.
Right.
And, importantly, risk-taking. They often take ownership of the inventory, so if it doesn't sell, that's partly their problem.
Wow. Okay, so with all these different players, things must get complicated sometimes. Do they always get along?
Well, ideally, yes. Cooperation is key for the channel to work smoothly. But, conflicts definitely happen. That's channel conflict.
Right. What?
It can be horizontal between firms at the same level, say two retailers selling the same brand who start a price war,
Okay.
or it can be vertical between different levels. A classic one is a manufacturer disagreeing with its retailers about pricing or promotion.
So how do they manage that, prevent chaos?
Well, often you need some form of channel leadership. One member might be dominant because of size or brand power, and they kind of coordinate things, set the tone, maybe mediate disputes.
Interesting. The sources also mentioned these vertical marketing systems, VMS. What's that about? A more organized approach.
Yeah, VMS is basically trying to formalize that cooperation. Instead of loosely connected independent businesses, they act more like a unified system.
How so?
Well, there are a few types. In a corporate VMS, one company owns multiple levels, like a manufacturer owning its own retail stores. Total control.
Ah, okay.
Then there's a contractual VMS. Independent firms join together through contracts. Franchises are the big example here, McDonald's, for instance. The contract dictates how everyone operates,
Got it. Like a rule book.
pretty much. And third is an administered VMS. No common ownership, no contracts, but one member is so powerful, think like a Procter & Gamble or maybe a huge retailer, that they can effectively lead and coordinate the others just through sheer influence.
Makes sense. And what if companies at the same level team up?
That's a horizontal marketing system. Two or more companies at the same level join forces. You see this with banks and supermarkets, or maybe a coffee shop inside a bookstore.
Right, combining forces for a new opportunity.
Exactly. Offering more convenience or reaching a new customer segment together.
Okay, so when a company's setting up its channels from scratch or rethinking them, what are the big decisions they face?
It's a strategic process. First, really analyzing what customers need or want from the channel. Convenience, information, assortment, service.
Start with the customer, always.
Always. Then, set clear channel objectives based on that. What level of service are we aiming for? What market share? Then identify the alternatives. What types of intermediaries could we use? Retailers, wholesalers, online only, agents.
Lots of options.
And how many intermediaries? Do we want intensive distribution, try to be everywhere? Or exclusive, just one or a few dealers in an area, often for luxury goods, or selective somewhere in between? And finally, you have to evaluate those alternatives. Which options are best economically, sales versus costs, which give us enough control, and which are adaptable if things change down the road.
That sounds complex, especially you're going international.
Oh, absolutely. International channels add layers of complexity. Different laws, different customer habits, different infrastructure. You really have to tailor your approach for each market. You can't just copy-paste.
And once the channel is set up, it's not set it and forget it.
Not at all. Managing and motivating those channel partners is crucial. You need to treat them as partners, train them, support them, evaluate their performance, build strong relationships. It's ongoing.
Okay, let's swing back to logistics for a second. The sources stress its importance today. Why is it so front and center?
Because getting logistics right means better customer value, and doing it efficiently means better profits. It's that critical link between making the product and the customer actually getting it satisfaction. In today's world, with expectations for speed and reliability so high, it's make or break.
So what are the core pieces of that logistics puzzle?
You've got warehousing, where to store goods, how many locations, inventory management, balancing stock levels, avoiding holding too much or too little. Big cost implications there.
Right.
Then transportation, choosing how to move the goods. And finally, logistics information management, using technology like tracking systems and forecasting software to manage the whole flow smoothly.
And the transport options are pretty varied.
Yeah, trucks, trains, ships, planes, pipelines, even the internet for digital goods. And often, companies use intermodal transportation combining modes, like putting truck trailers on trains for long distances. It's about finding the best mix for cost, speed, and reliability.
And this idea of integrated logistics management and 3PLs.
Integrated logistics just means looking at the whole system, coordinating warehousing, inventory, transport, information both inside the company and with partners, like suppliers and retailers, to make it all as efficient as possible.
Working together.
Exactly. And 3PL's third-party logistics providers are companies that specialize in handling logistics for other companies. Outsourcing warehousing or shipping or inventory management. They can often bring expertise and economies of scale.
Okay, that gives a really solid picture of the whole marketing channel structure and management. Super important stuff. Now, let's shift gears completely. Part 2, the rise of digital marketing.
The big disruptor.
Absolutely. So digital marketing, what's the basic definition we're working with?
Simply put, it's using digital channels, the internet, mobile, social media, all that, to market products and services. And it's not just a channel anymore. It's often the central piece of the marketing strategy. Its growth has been phenomenal.
You really can't ignore it, whatever business you're in.
Nope. Irrelevant of size or industry, it's become essential.
And the main channels we're talking about are?
Primarily the internet websites, search engines, online ads, then mobile devices, smartphones, tablets, and other digital platforms, which is a bit of a catch-all, but includes things like, smart TVs or gaming consoles potentially.
What are the big wins here? For companies and for us as customers?
For companies, it's things like incredible targeting capabilities, reaching very specific groups, real-time measurement, almost instantly if an ad is working, personalization, and often, it can be more cost-effective than, say, a big TV campaign.
And for us?
Convenience, obviously, access to way more information before buying, wider selection, often better prices through comparison, and more interaction. We can talk back to brands, leave reviews.
Yeah, that engagement piece is huge. The sources talk about a new digital marketing model. What's new about
It's
it?
about integration. It's not enough to just have a website over here and do some social media over there. The new model stresses creating a unified digital presence. All the pieces need to work together, telling a consistent story, offering a seamless experience.
Okay, let's break down the different forms. Online marketing seems like the foundation.
It is. That includes your company website, which is like your digital storefront, online advertising like search ads, banner ads, email marketing, still very powerful for nurturing leads and customers, online video, think YouTube, TikTok, and blogs or content marketing, providing useful information.
A lot under that umbrella. Then social media marketing, that feels like it's constantly shifting.
It really does. Using platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and so on. The big advantages are, again, targeting, interactive nature. You can have conversations. It's immediate, timely, and can be quite cost-effective for building communities.
But it has downsides too.
For sure. It's still evolving, so what works today might not tomorrow. Measuring the actual ROI, the return on investment, can be really tough. And you have to manage your reputation constantly because it's so public. One misstep can go viral fast.
Yeah, true. Mobile marketing next seems like everyone's on their phones constantly.
Exactly. So reaching people via mobile apps, mobile-optimized websites, SMS text messages, location-based offers, it's huge and still growing incredibly fast. You have to be mobile-friendly today.
And then looking even further ahead, marketing in the metaverse.
Yeah, that's the cutting edge. Still very early days, but it's the idea of using these immersive virtual worlds. Think virtual reality or augmented reality spaces for marketing. Virtual stores, virtual events, unique brand experiences. It's definitely one to watch.
Wild. So going back to that integration point, making it all work together, how do companies actually achieve that cohesive strategy?
It means ensuring the message is consistent everywhere, online and offline. The look and feel, the tone of voice. It's about creating what they call an omni-channel experience, where the customer journey flows smoothly between your website, your app, your physical store, your customer service. It all feels connected.
That sounds like the ideal, but probably hard to execute perfectly.
Very challenging. Requires breaking down internal silos often. Marketing, sales, service, IT. They all need to be on the same page.
How does all this digital stuff connect back to the value delivery we talked about earlier? Is it just a new channel, or does it change the nature of value?
I think it fundamentally changes it in many ways.
Yeah.
Digital allows for much deeper personalization of value. It enables direct, instant interaction. You can co-create value with customers through feedback and customization. And you can deliver entirely new forms of value, digital services, content, experiences that weren't possible before.
And its impact on the traditional channels and supply chains.
It's huge there too. Digital tools improve communication all along the supply chain. Better forecasting, better inventory tracking. And as we mentioned, it enables more direct-to-consumer models, which can streamline or even bypass parts of the traditional channel structure. Efficiency goes up.
Okay, wow. We've really covered a lot of ground, from the nuts and bolts of getting products onto shelves to the almost sci-fi possibilities of the metaverse.
Yeah, it's clear these two worlds, the physical channels and the digital ones, are completely intertwined now.
Yeah.
You can't really understand modern marketing without looking at both.
We've seen how crucial those channel networks are for delivering value, and then how digital has just transformed, well, everything about how that value is created and delivered.
And how relationships are built.
So for you, our listener, as you think about all this, here's something to mull over. With technology evolving so rapidly and our own behaviors as consumers changing with it, how do you see this landscape shifting even more in the next 5-10 years?
What's the next big disruption for marketing channels and digital engagement?
Think about what that means for the businesses trying to reach you, but also for you navigating this ever more connected world.
Where will the lines between physical and digital blur even further? What new ways of delivering value might pop up? It's a fascinating space to watch.
Definitely. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive today. We hope it gave you some useful insights and maybe sparked some new questions.
Hope to catch you on the next one.